In the last class, we have seen correlated and non-correlated subqueries. So today I am going to teach you operators any and all. What are the operators used by subqueries? If it is a single row subquery, the operators are equals to, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, and not equals to. These are the operators used by single row subquery. And in, not in, any, and all. These are the operators used by multi-row subquery. We know what is a single row and multi-row subquery. Okay. If the inner query is retrieving single value, then it is called as a single row subquery. If the inner query is retrieving more than one value, it is called as multi-row subquery. Okay, so let me show you the same example which I taught you in the previous classes. Select max of salary. First, let me show you a sample table. I have a table here. Select star from EMP2. EMP2 is the table I created newly. So this is the table. Consider this. We have some IDs and salaries. Assume some 5 employees are there with different salaries. Okay. So now let me get the maximum salary. Maximum salary from this table, and I wanna display the ID or the details of the employee. Let us say star from EMP2, where ESAL equals to the salary retrieved by the inner query. We all know how this is going to work. Okay, sorry, not ESAL, it is just SAL. Okay, so this would display me the details of the employee with highest salary. Okay. The thing is, I'm using equals to operator here. By equals to operator means the inner query is retrieving me just single value. The inner query is retrieving me just a single value. Okay. So I have told you, I said equals to and these comparison operators, all these are used as single row subquery. What is single row subquery? If the inner query is retrieving just a single value. So inner query is retrieving the 7,000, right? So one value that can be compared with equals to operator. Okay. And also you can use this less than symbol. So now it will display all the other salaries which are less than the highest salary. So don't think you are getting multiple values means it's a multi-row subquery. No, multi-row subquery means if the inner query is retrieving more than one value, it's a multi-row subquery. Here the inner row is just retrieving me one value. This one value is compared with all the salaries from the EMP table. If any of the salaries are less than this single value retrieved by the inner query, then they all will be displayed. So we have seen the other than 7,000, all the remaining salaries employees are displayed here. So this is how the single row subquery works. So you can use less than, greater than, equals to, not equals to, all these operators with single row subquery. Okay, but what if I just give select salary from EMP2, and here equals to or just less than or equals to operator? This would give me error. That means I told you these operators are used with single row subquery, but here it's not a single row subquery, right? It's a multi row subquery. Let us see. So here you got multiple values from the subquery. Okay, this is my subquery. This subquery is retrieving multiple values. Therefore, this is a multi-row subquery. This whole thing is a multi-row subquery. With all these values, with the multiple values retrieved by the inner query, you got to check the condition of outer query. Therefore, these operators cannot be used. You cannot use equals to, not equals to, less than, greater than operators with a multi-row subquery, because these operators are not capable to compare with multiple values. They are capable to compare a single value only. Then what are the operators used with multi-row subquery? In, not in, any, and all. We have seen examples with not in our previous classes. Today we shall see examples for any and all. So any and all is an operator. All and any are operators used with multi-row subqueries. How they work means any returns true if at least one value is matching with the given values. All will return true if all the values are matching with the given values. So this is just like a OR operator, and this is just like an AND operator. Or operators return true if at least one condition is true among the given conditions. AND operator returns true if all the conditions in the given expression is true. You know, right? So here any will return true if this condition, if here you give any condition, suppose greater than any, let me give greater than any. So any works this way. If you, if this salary is greater than any of the given retrieved salaries by inner query. Okay, let me repeat. If this salary is greater than any of the salaries retrieved by the inner query, then it returns true. At least one condition must be true. I mean, one value should be matching this condition. Assume you got all these salaries. Okay, total 5 records are retrieved by the inner query. So among these 5 records, if this salary, the compared salary of outer query, if the outer query compared value is greater than any of these retrieved values, then it will return true. Any, that means at least one value. And all operator, on the other hand, all operators return true. All operator returns true if this salary is matching this condition, that is this salary is greater than all these salaries retrieved by the inner query. So let me explain it clearly. Okay, so here, yeah, so watch it carefully. I just want to display the employee details whose salary is greater than all the salaries of the inner query. Inner query is retrieving the salaries from EMP2, right? Yes. Outer query is also applied on EMP2 only, but it says display the employee details whose salary is greater than all these salaries. Obviously, it is nothing. It would retrieve us zero data. Yes, because inner query salaries are belonging to the employee 2 only. And we are asking the outer query to get to check if any salary of the same table is greater than the salaries of the employee 2. No, right? Because no salary is greater than the salaries. Okay, let me give greater than or equals to. Now you will understand. So this means display the employee details. Display the employee details whose salary is greater than all the salaries retrieved by the inner query. What are the salaries retrieved by the inner query? These are the salaries, these 5 salaries. Now it says, is there any salary which is greater than all these salaries, greater than or equals to? Okay, listen, watch it carefully. Greater than or equals to. Is there any salary which is greater than or equals to all the salaries? Yes, 7,000 is greater than all the salaries and it is equals to 7,000. So for 7,000, for the value 7,000, it is matching all the values of inner query. Okay, greater than or equals to 4,000, greater than or equals to 6,000, 3,000, 2,000, and also 7,000, greater than or equal to. So this will give me the details of the employee with salary 7,000. Okay, yes. So this means all operator is all operator returns if the condition is true for all the values of the inner query. Next, let me give less than or equals to. So first let me run this inner query. We shall check with the inner query results. So this is the result of inner query. Now it says, is there any salary which is less than or equals to all the salaries in the employee 2? Yes, 2000 is there, right? 2000 is less than all the salaries and it is equals to itself. So therefore it would retrieve the list salary employee details. Yes. Okay, let me run. Yes, 2055. The ID is 55, salary is 2000. Okay. What if I give any here? On the other hand, any returns true if at least one value is matching with this condition. That is, just check it. First, run the inner query and compare the values with it. Inner queries retrieve me these salaries. Okay. Now it says, is there any salary which is greater than or equals to any of these salaries? Okay, first let us consider 4,000. 4,000 is less than 7,000, 6,000. So 4,000 comes true, therefore it will be displayed. Okay. 6,000 is less than or equals to 7,000. Yes. And 6,000 itself less than or equals to, I have given less than or equals to. So it is also true. Therefore 6,000 will be displayed. I mean the details of the employee with 6,000 salary will be displayed. 7,000, it is less than, not less than, but it is equals to 7,000, equals to any of the employees salaries. Any of them means at least one value. Yes, 7,000 is equals to itself. That means one value is true, right? Out of all these values, therefore, it will display. Any means at least one value must be true. Next, 3,000 is less than or equals to any of the salaries. It is less than 6,000, 7,000, 4,000. So obviously it will also be displayed. Now 2,000. 2,000 is not less than any salary, but it is equals to 2,000. So for this one value, it is true. So the requirement of this query, this operator is at least one value, right? Therefore, it will be true for 2,000 also. So all the values will be displayed. All the employee details will be displayed now. Okay, run it. Yes. What if I give? Okay, just get the count here. Count means full count, right? That is 5. Not EID, it is ID. Count is 5. What if I give just less than? Okay, let's compare. I'm just repeating again and again because it is a bit confusing. So the inner query results are these 5 records, 5 salaries. Now I'm just telling the outer query get the count of salaries which are less than any of these salaries. So now let us count. 4,000 is less than 7,000, 6,000, right? Therefore, the count is 1. 6,000 is less than 7,000, right? Therefore, the count is 2. 7,000 is not greater than any of these. So for this, the condition will be false. So count is still 2 only. 3,000 is less than 4,000, 6,000, 7,000. The count is 3. 2,000 is less than all these salaries. The count is 4. So therefore, it will retrieve the count as 4. Yes. What if I give all? So this means, let me just count again. So all means get the count of the salaries which are less than all these salaries. Is there any salary which is less than all these salaries? Yes. 2,000 is okay. Let me give equals to 2,000 is less than or equals to all these salaries. 2,000 is less than 3, 7, 6, 4, and it is equals to itself. So this time the count will be 1 because only for 2,000 this condition is matched. It is less than and equals to all these salaries. Therefore, this will generate me the count 1. Okay, that's it. So this is how AND operator and all operator is used. So they are used with the multi-row subquery, and these comparison operators are used with single row subquery. So we have covered all the examples with these operators. Now let me move to the next topic. The next topic is, we have seen using subquery with where and having clause. Okay, so in the last two classes we have seen we have used the subqueries with where and having clause. Okay, so not only with where and having clause, the subquery can be used with select. Subquery can be used with from clause also. Okay, so subqueries are used with from clause, select clause, and having clause. Right? If the subquery used with where and having clause, they are called just a normal subqueries, just a regular subqueries. If the subquery, if a subquery, if it is used with from clause, it is called inline view subquery. Subquery. Okay, and also you can use the subquery with select clause. Yes, and it is called scalar subquery. Scalar subquery. So we have seen examples with where and having clause. We have used the subqueries with where and having clause in the last two sessions. And I have no example with from clause. We shall see in the next classes if I get any example. Coming to the select clause, we have seen a single example yesterday. Okay, using with subclass. If you remember, I just retrieved the data of the customers with their total bill value. Okay, let me show you again. So I have a table, right? Select star from customer table. Yes, star from. Okay, this is my customer table. I have several customers with their names and addresses and IDs. Okay, also an order table, orders. Yes, This is my another table where I have order details along with the customer IDs. The CPH here is a foreign key. Fine. So the query was select CNAME. I wanna display the customer names along with the order total from the order table. Okay. So select CNAME comma. I'll get some. I'll use some column name here. From which table? From customer table. Okay, this is my actual outer query. Now let me write the inner query. So I have told you we can use the inner query, the subqueries with select clause also. Subquery with where and having clauses, subquery with from clause, subquery with select clause. We have seen several examples with where and having. I'm showing you an example with select clause. Okay, so select customer name, and now comes my inner query. Okay, select the sum of the total. This is my total column, right? From orders table I wanna get the total of this triple five. Triple five has two orders, 4 5 plus 1 5. Triple three has two orders, 3,000 1,000. Triple one has one order, triple four has one order. So customer wise I wanna display the total bill. Let us say this is the total. This is the table of complete year. Throughout the year, these are the orders made by the customers. So total sum on O total from the table name orders. This is my inner query orders, where for which customers I want to know the customers who are available in the customer table. Okay, I wanna get the count of the total for the customers who are in the customer table. So cust.cph equals to orders.cph. This is my inner query. Okay, so this would print me the customer name from customer table, and this would print me the total of the orders, total bill of the customers from CUST table. Missing expression. Okay, sorry. From orders, where CUST is the table name, CPH equals to orders.cust. Orders.cph. Okay, fine. Mm, orders.cph. Select CNAME. Select sum of or total from orders, where cust.cph equals to order.cph. That's it. Give it a name as total. Okay, I should give comma, right? Yes. So give the comma here. It is missing here. That's it. So now this is the table. These are the customers Bhanu, Kavya, Kriti, Priya, Jyoti. These are the total amount, total bill made by them. Let us give a alias name here as total. That's it. This is the query. So now if you see, this is my select clause. This is my first column name, and this whole thing is my second column name. Yes, this whole thing is a second column name. So CNAME from customer table, this total from a subquery. So the second column itself is a subquery. So this is an example for subquery with select clause. Okay, I have two tables, customer and orders. I am displaying the customer names along with the total bill made by them. This total is retrieved by subquery from the table orders. That's it. Fine. So we shall see an example with from clause in the next classes. Now let us move to the next topic. The next topic is, what are the operations made by a subquery? So we have seen select operation. Okay, select operation using a subquery. All the examples we have seen so far is just a select operation, right? Data retrieval using a subquery. Now, only data retrieval is possible, or any other operations are possible? Yes, update and deletion operations are also possible by a subquery. Yes, update and delete. So these are the three operations that are possible by a subquery. Operations possible by subqueries. Select operation, updation operation, deletion operation. So I don't have to teach you select operation because all the examples we've seen in the last two classes are for select operation only, the data retrieval operations with subquery. Now we shall see how to update a table with subquery. So here, let me take this table only. I have a table, right? Customer table, CUST. And this CPH, the phone number of customer, is referenced in orders table column. Okay. So this is customers information and I have orders information and orders table. This CPH is referenced there, right? Okay, fine. So now my requirement is, let me add a new column here, a rating column, and I shall give rating to these customers based on their order details. Okay, so first let us add a column to this. Alter table, the table name is CUST. Add a column. Add, what is the column name? Rating, and its data type is int. Yes. So now let's add this. Now let us check the table again. So you got the column, it is empty, all null values. So now I'm gonna update these values based on the orders from orders table. Okay, I told you when to go for subquery when you're performing any operation from one table based on the condition from other table. We have seen retrieving data from one table based on the condition from other table. That is a subquery operation. Same way here I'm going to update this customer table based on the condition from orders table. I want to give rating to these customers based on the total bill made by them in orders table. Okay, this is my requirement. So how would you write the query? So we have orders table, right? Orders table. Yes. So now first, okay, run it. This is orders table. So these are the bill amounts made by these customers: triple three, triple five, triple one, triple five again, triple four, triple three again. So now I'm gonna count them. I'm gonna get the sum of these bills customer wise. Okay, so select sum on O total, the bill amount from orders table, group by CPH. What is the column name? CPH, right? Yes. Here I want to get the sum of customers. Mm, okay, actually the thing is, we shall rate these customers in the customer table based on the order total, right? Let us say if the total order is greater than 5000, we shall give them rating 5. Okay, if the total orders bill is greater than 4000 and less than 5000, give them rating 4. If the total is greater than 3000 and less than 4000, the rating should be 3. If it is 2 to 3, I mean 2000 to 3000, it should be 2. Or if it is greater than 1000, it should be 1, in that way. Okay, so now what I need to do is, first let me write the update query. Update table CUST. What updates that? The rating equals to 5. Okay, the rating equals to 5, where for which customers? The customers whose total is greater than or equals to 5. Okay, where, let me write here, where the CPH equals to, not equals to in, because it is going to be multi-row subquery, because many customers data is going to retrieved by the inner query. So now let's write the inner query. Select the CPH from orders group by, because we need to get the total amount for each customer. Therefore, group by CPH, group by the, what you call, ID, the ID of the customer, that is C customer phone number. And for whom I wanna give this rating? For the customer with the total greater than 5,000. Therefore, CPH having sum of O total greater than or equals to 5,000. Yes, this is my inner query. So now let's just run this inner query first and get the data. This is the data. The customers triple five and triple one. The customers with ID triple five and triple one are the one who has total amount greater than 5,000. If you wanna see, you can check. Select are from orders. Okay, so which customer has total greater than 5,000? So if you see, triple five has 4 5 and 1,500. That is 6,000, and triple one has 6 5. So only these two are the customers who have total greater than 5,000. So that was our query. So I'm retrieving the customer IDs based on the sum of total greater than or equals to 5,000. This inner query is just a group by and having clause. Okay, make sure you are very well aware of this group by and having clause. If not, revise the previous topics. Okay, so this inner query is now retrieving the customer IDs who are having the total greater than or equals to 5,000. Now for these customers, I am gonna give rating 5. So let's run this. Two rows are updated. Yes, if you wanna check, check it. Select R from CUST. Yes, the customers with ID triple one and triple five got rating 5. Now let's run the next one. Now the total, give the rating 4 to the customers with the total between 4,000 to 5,000. That is, use between operator between 4,000 and 5,000. If any customers are there with the total 4,000 to 5,000, they are allotted with the rating 4. Give only one row. Next, give rating 3 for the customers with total between 3,000 to 4,000. Okay, let's give 3,999. Okay, 0 rows updated. No customer is there. Next, 2,000 to rating 2 for 2,000 to 2,999. Any rows? No rows. Next, rating 1 for the customers. Mm, okay. Let us say rating 1 for the customers who are having above 1,000. Simply greater than or equals to, no, not just 1,000, just 0. Okay, just 1. Let us say at least amount 1. The remaining customers, oh my god, I should give less than or equals to 2,000. Because above 2,000, guys, we were giving to the rating 2, right? For the remaining all customers, we should give rating 1, that is less than 2,000. This is perfect. So for the remaining customers who are having total of bill less than 2,000, give them rating 1. Okay, close bracket, and it one row updated. Now check the table. Select R from CUST. Yes, all the customers are given rating. All the records of the customers are updated. Only customer triple two, because there is no order for these customers in the order table. Yes, there was no order. Check it if you want. Orders table. Is there any record for triple two? No. So no order from triple two table. That's why the column remained null for that customer. Okay, so this is how you perform update operation with subquery. So you can see the command. This is my update operation for the records retrieved by the inner query. Previously it was select operation, that is retrieving operation, data retrieving operation. But now it was but now it is update operation, right? So previously we used to have select operation here. select outlet. Okay, previously it was select operation, but it is updation operation now. And the last one, delete. You can also perform delete operation using a subquery. So how? Let us see. So we have a table, right? The same table, customer. Okay. So we shall use the same table to delete a record. So this is the table. Now I wanna delete the customers who doesn't have at least a single order. Okay, single order throughout the year. Assume we have several customers here. Let us say some 1 lakh customers. I do not know which customers have at least, assume you do not have rating, this rating. You can say, sir, based on the rating, you can delete, right? Assume you do not have this rating column. Let me drop this. Let me go to the previous table only. So alter table, drop column rating. Okay. So alter table, sorry. What is the table name? CUST. CUST. Okay. Column and missing. Now run. Okay. Table dropped. Check it. This is our original table, right? Previously, this was the table. Yes. These are the customers. Now, I do not know which customer has orders, which customers do not have orders. So I want to check the customers list and I want to delete some customers who do not have orders for the last 10 years. Assume this is my requirement. Now, how can I check the customers who do not have a single order? I need to check in the orders table only, right? You need to check in the orders table and perform deletion operation here. Okay, listen to me carefully. So you need to delete from customer table, this table, based on the condition from orders table. So this is what the subquery is, right? I'm telling you for the last 3 days, 3 classes. Select operation means getting the data from one table based on the condition from another table. Updation operation means updating the table, updating data in one table based on the condition from other table. Same way here also perform deletion operation in this customer table based on the orders table, because you need to check whether that particular customer has any order or not in orders table. If there is no single order, perform deletion here. Okay. So how to check it? Simple. Write the inner query. Select CPH. CPH is the common column, right? CPH is the column referenced in orders table. CPH is customer phone number from orders. Okay. So this will retrieve all the customers list. Mhm. This will retrieve all the customers list from orders table. So these are the customers. So now, other than these customers, okay, just keep the records of these cust- customers and delete the records of the customers who are not available in this list. That is, from delete from the table name is CUST, where the CPH not in. So this is the operation. So first get the customer details from orders table, customer IDs. Okay. And check if any customer ID is there which is not in this list. If it is not in this list, then delete that customer. So this is the operation. Delete operation based on the inner query condition. That's it. One row deleted. That is Bhanu row, triple two. The customer with triple two. Okay. You can check it. There is no, now the records will be one less. Select star from CUST. That's it. Now the total records are 4. Previously it was 5. Okay, so this is how you perform the select operation, updation operation, deletion operations using subqueries. Okay, so the class was, today we learned AND and any operator. The AND and any operators are used with multi-row subqueries. Any returns if at least one value is matching with the condition, and all returns true if at least, sorry, repeat, let me repeat, any returns true if at least one value is matching with all the conditions. Okay. if at least one value is matching with the given condition, and all returns true if all the values are matching with the condition. Okay, so we have seen examples also. Next, we can use subqueries with where clause and having clause, and with from clause, and also with select clause. Okay, and what are the operations that can be performed by subqueries? Select operation, updation operation, and deletion operation. Okay, thank you.